Hey, what's up? It's your boy G, aka the Nubian Foodie. I'm about to prepare a little something today. I gotta admit that this is a dish that I was kind of a little bit intimidated by. Not because I was scared to cook it, but as you saw a couple weeks ago, I was in Puerto Rico and I had this dish. It's called Arroz con jueyes. It's rice with crab meat. And that was one of the best things I've had down in Puerto Rico, or that's one of the best dishes I've ever had. So I wanted to come home and try it myself, and I didn't want to mess it up, because then I would mess it up for myself forever. You know how that is. But stick with your boy. I'm about to make some arroz con jueyes. Peace. I'm here all day. Alright, the first thing you got to do is get your pot, your saucepan nice and hot, and you got to hit the vegetables in it. So you got to get your vegetables going. You got to do what you call sweating down these vegetables. You get them going so they get nice and soft. This is going to be a one pot recipe. So I'm going to sweat these down and get these going for a little bit, just till they get nice and soft. So I'll be back in a minute to show you what happens once I get these sweated down. As you can see, these are starting to cook down. Now I'm going to start to season these up a little bit. So first, I got some sazon. Hit it with some sazon. You can find this in almost any place. When you go, you hit the international aisle. You can go even Walmart. You can find sazon anywhere. Don't find that? See if you got some neighbors that are Spanish. I guarantee you go next door. I guarantee they'll have some sazon. Something else they'll probably have, some sofrito. I know people like to make homemade sofrito, but I'm not good at that yet. I'm not a sofrito expert, so I'm going to use the stuff right here from Iberia. You get those going, you cook it down. You see these vegetables are starting to sweat. You're starting to really get your ingredients going. So let this cook down for a little bit. I'm going to get all this nice and infused. Once you get that stuff going, it's cooking down, then you go and get your crab meat. Now, you don't want to waste this because crab meat is expensive. I'm telling you, I got right here some claw meat I bought at any grocery store, and you want to make sure it's nice and fine and chunked down. So then you infuse your crab meat. So you get your crab meat going. Try and get those vegetables nice and stirred up so you're incorporating everything. Make sure you keep plenty of fluids around, because you don't want this stuff to dry up on you or anything. Because I'm doing that, I'm going to hit it with a little more sofrito. Then, if you need to, make sure you get those going real good. Oh yeah, this is going to be real good. Alright. Once you get that going, make sure you get it nice and chopped and fine. Then let that go for a little bit. You gotta let those flavors marry up for a little bit. But while I'm doing that, I'm gonna hit them with a little bit of tomato sauce. Just a little bit. I'm gonna add some more later. This is gonna get some nice color. There's another recipe that calls for the anchovy seeds, but I was a little intimidated by that. I'll do that later because you got to strain the oil and stuff like that. And I wasn't really ready to do a lot of that stuff. But we'll hit that stuff later. So right now I'm going to just let this simmer for a little bit. I'm going to come back, get the rice going, get it in. One pot meal. Arroz con jueyes. Stick with your boy. I'll be back. Alright, there it is. Look at all this love in this dish. This is nice. I didn't plate it up yet because I still got a couple more steps to go. But this is your arroz con jueyes. But before I get to that, I've got to prepare something to put with it, to serve with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in some. I know some people like to start off their stuff with chorizo or pork, but this is actually beef because I don't cook pork. Right, so we get that fat rendered down in here. We'll get that going. So we get some nice flavor. This is going to go along, this is going to complement the dish that we make. So while we got that rendered down, then we go in with our veggies. We got some corn, we got some carrots. That's gonna be real good. So we cook that down. Then we go in with our tomato sauce. We hit the tomato sauce in there, mix it up a little bit. Mix that up, and we cut some of this acidic. Gotta put some water in here. So you make sure you hit it with some water. This is going to go along with our arroz con jueyes. All right, now we gotta let this stuff cook down for a little bit. Let the veggies soften up, and the next time you see us, we'll be plated up. Arroz con jueyes. Stick with your boy. All right, and there you have the final product. This is arroz con jueyes, rice and crab meat with a side of rice, beans, and potatoes, and carrots, a little bit of everything. There's a lot of love in this dish. Telling you, thanks for sticking with your boy. There's a whole lot of love in this dish. Look at that. It's perfect. I need to slap somebody. So stick with your boy. Thanks for sticking with me. That was arroz con jueyes, and it was good.